Psalm 126, verse 1. When the Lord brought back the captives to Zion, we were like men who dreamed. Our mouths were filled with laughter, our tongues with the songs of joy. Then it was said among the nations, the Lord has done great things for them. The Lord has done great things for us, and we are filled with joy. Restore our fortunes, O Lord, like the streams of the Negev. Those who sow in tears will reap the songs of joy, and he who goes out weeping, carrying seed to sow, will return with songs of joy, carrying sheaves with him. Do you know that verse, or those verses, is a picture in some respect of what happened in my life? Because for many years, well, for 26 years really, but certainly not the last few years, more like the first 15 or so years, I felt at times like I was a captive. I felt that the Lord had just put afflictions and sorrows upon me, and it felt unjust. It felt as if, why have you picked on me, Lord? Why have you picked on me? I've had everybody, you picked on me to go through all this. But, you know, during those times, I had quite a few times, I'd had dreams. Dreams of actually holding a young lady's hand, of holding her in my arms. And then you'd wake up in the morning and it'll just be a dream, and you felt so hurt and so empty. But the Lord does work in his time. And for these captives, sometimes it was several hundred years, maybe 400 years or 300 years, whatever it might be, that they were cast out of Jerusalem. But at last the Lord turned things around, and they were back in the city in Zion. And it must have been an amazing time for them, the place where God dwelt. And they were back there. It was just like a dream, and they could hardly believe it. It was just amazing. And it says that their mouths were filled with laughter, and their tongues with the songs of joy. And the Lord will do that for you too. No matter how long you've waited, no matter how much pain you've gone through, the Lord will give you laughter again. He'll give you a song of joy. And you will say, the Lord has done great things. And the people around, some of them will say, well, the Lord has done great things for that person. And I'm sure people around could say, the Lord has done a great thing for me with my dear wife and dear children. And we can be filled with joy and gratitude, especially when that time comes. And further down it says, sowing in tears and reaping with joy. Yeah, I know, I've done that. I've sowed in tears for many years. Tears of sadness, tears of a resolute attitude not to turn against the Lord, not to compromise a promise, not to try and help God out. That's sowing in tears and prayer. And then, eventually I've come with the song of joy, no longer tears. And I returned, as it were, carrying sheaves, or basically the reward, the fruit of blessing with me. And the Lord will do the same for you. He can turn your situation around so very suddenly that you would think it's just a dream, like, I need to pinch myself to see if this is real. But it will be real. And God will turn your situation around in time, just like he did mine. And like those people of old, the nation of Israel, you too will have a song of joy, a reward for your tears, and a new laughter in your life.